The following program is rated GE. It is suitable for general family viewing.
When I was in class 5, and then the main reason behind that for me losing my sight, I had a severe headache before I was able to see, and then that headache increased day by day, and then finally I discovered that my sight has day by day reducing until it has completely disappeared in 2011.
A staunch Muslim, Adan looks up to religion for security and comfort. At one time, he had suicidal thoughts after losing hope in life. After he accepted his condition, he learned to believe in the unseen, a common feature in the Islamic religion.
I believe that whatever that God did for you, you will get it. Before I go to those doctors, 25 to 205, before I went even to join the school, my father took me to a Kenyatta hospital, Kikuini hospital, and they say that it's okay with being a low vision. That time I was a low vision. I can guide myself. I can move about from one place to another without any assistance.
So you can move about?
For now, no. I am talking about before.
Back then.
Okay. Which was in 2005 when my father took me to a Kikuini hospital, Kikuini unit hospital. So I believe that even if those doctors have not operated my eyes, with God's grace, hata ningepoteza. So that's what God written for me, and you cannot lose it. You will get it. Yeah.
So what was your first reaction?
My reaction, first of all, I was in a primary school, and then I had a friends. We were playing together. We were playing footballs together. Then at all of a sudden, you are not able to see, so you are totally blind. And then it was, first of all, it was very challenging to me until I gave up in life. Even I said, if I will going to be totally blind the rest of my life, what is the essence of being to be alive? But being I am from a Muslim community, then our community we believe in the unseen. We call it qadar. Qadar means the unseen, qadar. Qadar means the unseen. You have to believe in the unseen. So I say that the God that made me to be blind or to lose my sight is always there. He will never leave me. And I started taking it positive.
Experts say suicidal thoughts are not a new occurrence, especially when one is dealing with outright rejection, and when expressed, it indicates a cry for help.
It is not a unique case to him because suicide is a global problem. In England alone, 150 adults commit suicide annually. And psychologists advise that suicidal topics are not supposed to be spoken openly because of the volatility to those who are contemplating and to those who, you know, are almost to execute the plan. But people who have disability coming to Adan are more volatile because they may be having other problems such as debt. Maybe somebody is not married because of the situation they are in, and they may feel worthless or hopeless. And sometimes these feelings, if not addressed in good time, you realize the person can go all the way to plan and to execute suicide.
Although his fellow students at the university associate well with him, the opposite was common soon after he lost his sight while in primary school. Some of his classmates and friends distanced themselves from him due to his condition.
They have seen me as a burden because wanaona kwamba before tulikuwa tunacheza pamoja, tulikuwa tunatembea. Na sahi I need assistance from them. Before sikuwa nataka any assistance from them.
Many people in the society, even as a family unit, they see persons who are visually impaired as a never-ending burden. Is it so?
Not really, and I would actually say not at all. We have had success stories of persons living with disability, and I would say that once these people are endured, they really flourish in the society, and they can become totally independent. So we cannot say that they are totally a burden. These are people who can use their inbuilt gifts, and they can exploit them, and they can be useful for their personal benefits and also for the purpose of the society. They can add a lot of value to the society because these are people that can also contribute. They don't have necessarily need to be beggars. These are people who can be employers. These are people who are also taxpayers. So I think what I would recommend the society to do is we stop concentrating on the impairments and now concentrate on the self-worth of these people and the value they have.
In a class of at least 70 students, only 1 or 2 students were living with disability. It was a difficult environment for Adan, especially because he is in an acquired disability. What's more, many of his teachers in primary school had no experience on training how to handle learners with disabilities. Only one teacher knew, or at least showed some interest in caring for such learners. The role the loving teacher played in Adan's life changed it all.
When I was in primary school, hata sometimes sikuwa naweza kutembea from class to the dorm. Because naona kwamba all of the students they are able to see, and I'm the only blind person in that school. I remember when I was in primary school, we are only 2 those people who are visually impaired because our school, the primary school that I went to was integrated primary school. Then unaona tu kwamba wewe peke yako ndio uone a whole class of almost 70 students.
70.
Yeah, because I'm from Northeastern, unaona class moja mnakutana kama almost 80 students in one class.
Wow.
So almost tulikuwa 72 students in our class. Na wewe peke yako ndio uone. So unaona there is something that hata when the teacher is teaching, those teachers then they don't have the ability to handle those visually impaired persons.
So how did you handle it if they did not have the technology back then?
Okay, there's a teacher who did special needs education. Because I always appreciate him for motivating me to be who I am, for me to become who I am, because he is the only person that always encouraging me. Even during break time, ananiita kwa ofisi, tunaenda tunaongea na yeye, encourage, ananionyesha video wale some blind people are playing what you call goal ball. anaonyesha some blind people wanatembea kwa street peke yao kitumia white cane. Na mimi that time hata sikuwa najua what is white cane. So he has taught me braille, how to write and how to read.
Goalball is Adan's favorite sport. Again, it's his primary school teacher who taught him how to play goalball. He was his biggest support system.
Before I lost my sight, I used to play football, goalball. Now lakini you are lost my sight. After I lost my sight, ilikuwa ngumu sana na sikuwa najua kama you are a blind person anaweza cheza ball. When I went to the high school for the blind, we used to play ball. They call it in blind language, or the disability language they call it goal ball.
Goal ball.
Yeah.
The marking scheme was a bit different for him as he entrusted his examination answers to someone who would assist him during the examination period.
During exam time, someone he come and he reads for you and he answers on your behalf. Then composition na insha toka tunafanya. Because nakumbuka sikuwa anaweza kuandika na sikuwa anajua braille.
So how will they mark your results? They will like put it aside that composition, the insha, you won't do it, but the rest they will.
Composition and insha because I'm unable to write on my own because I was relying on someone to read for me the questions, and where it is A, it was in primary school there's an option. Where it is A anasema ni A, where it is B naambia ni B ananiwekea B, and then they will mark that script that that's teacher or that friend of mine ameandika on my behalf.
Adan Mohammed is the third born in a family of 10. He tells me his large family has showed him unconditional love over the years, and this has helped him cope with his condition. His father's love overshadows the rest though.
In my family, we are 10.
10?
Yeah, I am the third born.
Wow.
Sawa unaona hawajai niambia kwamba I am different from those my siblings because wame treat same kama wao, wana treat kama poa. Kama say if I need something, if I say that tomorrow I need something, he will provide for me, he's there for me. I love him so much by this. He made me who I am today because he always encourage kwamba ananiambianga this word ananiambia kila wakati niko na shamba, niko na ngamia, niko na mbuzi, niko na cows. Auto wengine wote wanaweza chunga lakini wewe huwezi chunga. So ananiambia the only things that can help you is your brain.
When he is away from his family, he burns the midnight oil so that he can achieve his goals and change the narrative in his society. He shows me how to use the brain machine and a talkback application that helps him communicate with his mobile phone.
The talkback, it will read everything on the screen. When I touch, for example, it has my fingerprint, and then I will touch, it start unlocking.
Now it's unlocked.
No, it is not. It's not yet responding because my finger has some sweat. Yeah, I've unlocked it. So if in the screen there is a word search here, when I touch it, will say clock, and then it say Play Store. When I want to open Play Store, I'll just double click, and then automatically the Play Store will come. Yeah.
So if you want to call someone, it will just direct you.
Yeah, if I want to call someone, I just go to phone. And then after I want just to phone, and then I will find his number. I know how do I save him, and then I will call him from there. And then if I want to chat on WhatsApp, I just go to WhatsApp, and then I will remove the group or the person that I want to chat with, and then I will chat from there. Education was not my first my first option. My first option was I wanted to pursue guidance and counseling. Even I got admission from Kenyatta University doing counseling and psychology. But I prefer education when I see that many people are being discriminated, or some of them there's no school in my county.
That's why you want to change the narrative.
Yeah, when I see that when I finish class 8 2014, nimejua kwamba there's no high school in my village, even in my whole county, even the whole province, Northeastern province. There's no high school there's no secondary school for blind person. So nimeforsiwa kwamba nikuje the high school for the blind.
Disability is just a matter of perception. Just because a man lacks the use of his eyes does not mean that he lacks vision. This is Beyond the Limit. I am your host, Muthoni Maina. Till next Saturday, see you soon.